In the picturesque town of Tarascon, France in 1956, a young boy named Jacques arrives at a grand old church to meet Father Noiret for their daily tasks. The church, with its towering spires and ancient stone walls, exudes an aura of mystery. As Jacques descends to the lower level of the church, a sudden noise disrupts the tranquility, followed by the violent shattering of glass. Alarmed, Jacques rushes to find Father Noiret, who is deep in prayer at the altar. Their footsteps echo through the hushed church as they approach the source of the disturbance. Suddenly, an invisible force lifts Father Noiret into the air, engulfing him in flames. Horrified, Jacques flees the scene, leaving behind the church now tainted by the sinister presence of Valak, the demonic entity. In the serene landscapes of Italy, Sister Irene has joined a new convent, trying to leave behind the haunting memories of her previous encounter with Valak. She befriends Sister Debra, a spirited young nun known for her defiance of the elders' rules. One evening, Irene overhears an elder nun recounting her terrifying experience with Valak, a tale that casts a shadow over the convent. Meanwhile, in another part of France, a man known as Maurice, affectionately called Frenchie, works diligently at a boarding school. He shares a close bond with the schoolteacher Kate and her daughter Sophie. Maurice often steps in to protect Sophie from the bullying she endures from her classmates. The school is overseen by the stern Madame Laurent, a woman who masks her sorrow over the loss of her son, Cedric, with a tough exterior. In a nearby town, a young courier falls prey to Valak, who appears and seizes the child in a deadly grip. The malevolent force of Valak's presence grows, casting a shadow over the peaceful communities. Sister Irene is plagued by a disturbing dream where she follows Maurice down a shadowy alley. In her vision, Maurice appears demonic and possessed, pleading for her help. This dream prompts Irene to investigate further. She is summoned by Cardinal Conroy and other church elders, who inform her of the gruesome deaths of Father Noiret and other church officials. Realizing Valak has returned, Irene reluctantly agrees to confront the sinister force once more. Accompanied by Sister Debra, who is driven by a personal tragedy involving the loss of her mother in a fire, they embark on a perilous journey. Their investigation leads them to Tarascon, where they seek out Jacques. Despite his fear, Jacques reveals that he took a rosary from Father Noiret after witnessing his horrific death. Their search for answers takes them to the historic city of Avignon and the Grand Palais des Papes. There, a knowledgeable librarian reveals that Valak is in pursuit of a sacred artifact known as the Eyes, which belonged to Saint Lucy, a martyr who miraculously survived being set ablaze. The librarian explains that Valak's victims are descendants of Saint Lucy, and the artifact was last documented at a monastery that has since become the boarding school where Maurice works. Back at the school, strange occurrences begin to surround Maurice, and Sophie senses the growing malevolent presence. Madame Laurent, driven by curiosity, ventures into the chapel alone and falls victim to Valak's deceitful tricks, leading to her tragic demise. Irene and Debra's investigation brings them to the school, where they uncover the location of the Eyes. Valak, using Maurice as a vessel, conjures a demon goat to attack the nuns and students. A fierce battle ensues, with Irene using the sacred artifact to exorcise Valak. Debra's timely arrival and their combined prayers transform the wine in the room into the blood of Christ, which overwhelms Valak and sends the demon back to hell. Maurice is saved, and the school finds a semblance of peace. However, the horror of their encounter leaves a lasting mark. As the credits roll, a phone call from Father Gordon to Ed and Lorraine Warren hints at new challenges and horrors on the horizon, reminding viewers that the battle against the supernatural is far from over. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on more intriguing stories. Let us know in the comments which movies or shows you'd like us to review next.